6, 7, 8.
Your choice is, you want me to say your choice say?
You can sing if you want to.
Let's see if you pick my voice up.
No, I really.
disappointed breath up to 20:05. Until you picked up the phone, till you came and restructured my whole life. To inhale every breath sincerely for the miracle it is. To put some trust in the world and stop taking all my medicine. The ones I took to fall asleep, ones I took to stop my twitching lips. The ones I took to speed me up, ones I took just to feel nothing. You have always been the light, elating everything. Was it never shown enough? It wasn't rain that wet my face, summer 2012, but nobody knew how I laughed less times than I pulled dead birds from swimming pools. But I can feel my roots growing in somewhere fertile and new. The light's gone out in some corners, but the light has been shown some places too. Such a wreck, I was 17 years old on the night we met. I took a train to Ontario, they hadn't left my system yet. But you have always been the light, elating everything. And my words have never shown never enough to let you know the real estate that you will keep between the atoms forming, blood cells and flowing through me. I was sitting alone again in the wheelchair, stomach in reverse, blood pouring from my lips to an audience of 30 in the waiting room. And all the while I was thinking of you, the nurse, the priest, and the looks on their faces when they came to me. I couldn't shake the feeling like they knew something I didn't. I was trembling and clinging to nothing, only breaking my neck, trying to keep my head up. I'm breaking my neck, trying to keep my head up. I'm breaking my neck, trying to keep my head up. I'm breaking my neck, trying to keep my head up. It's been 3 months and a week. I should be better, but you visit each night in my sleep. And when I wake Blessed is the tired skin on your face. Rain blend the gray hairs collected in the puddles of the bath. I was a sorry flightless bird for quite some time there. The wind it took the roof with it, I couldn't believe. But the sun had shown its face on some forgotten corners. Yeah, it's torn some bridges down, but the wind has been good to me. Blessed is your mouth and your drinking. Probably apologies, spilling out your teeth next morning. Holding your regret like a golden trophy on the shelf with the ashes of your fading wanting. Richer son of a gun in the whole damn graveyard. Body decomposing in the exact same way. The obituaries will get thrown in the recycling. The window washer and the memory of your name from our feeble minds without fading brain cells. Trivial as the days when you got the shady pills from no apparent reason but to make things new again. And this someday you are as they are thinking was evaporated into some fucked up rain clouds trickling on the desert where we all must go sometimes.
So why don't we go through it just easily first, because some people have not been here.
I pray to God to keep my face still and my father's nose clean, to keep my hands out of the cabinets and my mother at peace. All elated and answered, all miraculously. I was so ungrateful to my brother, came and made something of me, and with it since then, up and down so many times. Some days I feel my back is had by no one. Some nights I cannot keep my face dry. So many open hands I turn my back on. Love I swore was never there. Shadowy figures stand in the corners, keep my words from coming out. Arise and pull me back into my bed. Then make their way into my body, into the hospital for weeks. All is lost but something at the bottom, something at the bottom of me. Some days it's so much brighter that I can't believe what it is about the rocks at the bottom. More fertile than the soil, the water and seed. You were fresh flowers placed upon the grave that I was, and I couldn't feel the fragments, but it resonated. Some love and light glowing from somewhere. Love and light glowing from somewhere. two four-digit numbers carved in my tombstone, not to be taken in stride. It's just that I took the hand that I was given as a cross to bear for so long. Some days pass without a deep breath, and some days carry on into weeks, and some moments come to be walking up a circularly on your knees. But still, every ounce of my body screams, pick the river for the river that it is. God damn it, please. It takes so long until suddenly I've been gone. It takes so long until suddenly I've been gone. Decipher where my body ends and the soil begins. I will not be of any more significance than the stray dogs scuttling about above me. Spring will have sprung again by then. And I can feel it coming, goddamn. Pieces of myself at the bottom of an avalanche, building it up just to feel my legs swept out again. Twisted in scar tissue in my
ready? Up at letter A, top of page 5. Ready? For the beauty of each I'd like you to do it a cappella on the middle of page 6, please. A cappella. Lord of all. Lord. Ready? 1, 2.